We've all heard people say that a dog's mouth is cleaner than yours, but have you ever stopped to think about whether this could actually be true? I mean, dogs lick their butts and they put their mouths on everything. On the other hand, humans have dental hygiene routines and see the dentist regularly, so whose mouth is really cleaner? Well, it turns out that this age-old hypothesis has been put to the test in several scientific studies. And what they found was pretty shocking. Let us dive into the drool and find out if man's best friend really does have a cleaner mouth than you. Okay, so first things first. What makes a mouth clean? Well, it all comes down to the bacteria. There are billions of bacteria in your mouth, and the types you have and how well you take care of them determines whether your mouth is basically a pristine paradise or a stinky, plaque-filled wasteland. And while some bacteria are totally harmless, others can cause gingivitis, tooth decay, and even more serious health problems. Now, dogs also have bacteria in their mouths, and scientists have found that their oral bacteria is more similar to ours than you might think. In fact, they have a lot of the same bacteria, including some that cause bad breath, plaque, and tartar. However, according to a study published in the Journal of Veterinary Dental Science, dogs don't have the same species of bacteria that humans do. Instead, they have their own unique set of oral microbes that make their mouths, quote-unquote, cleaner than ours. But wait a second, doesn't this just mean that dogs don't get cavities? No. In fact, they're just as prone to tooth decay as we are, especially small breeds like Chihuahuas. And while it's true that dogs don't have the same cavity-causing bacteria as humans, they have their own unique set of oral microbes that allow them to, for lack of a better word, thrive. In fact, there's a persistent myth that dogs can't get cavities because they don't consume refined sugars. But this isn't true at all. Dogs can end to get cavities from eating table scraps, sugary treats, and yes, even from licking your face. So if cavities aren't the reason why people say a dog's mouth is cleaner than yours, then what is it? Well, it turns out that a dog's mouth can be cleaner than yours in one very specific way. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Microbiology, a dog's saliva contains a protein called amylase, which has antimicrobial properties. This means that a dog's saliva can actually kill certain types of bacteria, including some that cause bad breath and tooth decay. Now, this doesn't mean that dogs never have bad breath or cavities, but it does mean that their mouths are less hospitable to certain types of bacteria. So whose mouth is cleaner? Well, it depends on how you define clean. If you're talking about cavities and plaque, then it's probably a draw. But if you're talking about specific types of bacteria, then a dog's mouth is definitely cleaner than yours. Now I want you guys to vote in the comments. Is a dog's mouth really cleaner than yours? Or is this just another feel-good myth?